What's up, everybody? A Brick Stud here. I'm Jesse, and my co-host is missing again. This time, lost in a random void to time and space. But I have with me right here Lego set 10497 with 1,254 pieces, otherwise known as the Galaxy Explorer, a reiteration of a set that was originally released in 1979. I think this set looks, it's pretty gorgeous. I like it. I like the old customization that you have on the box. Well, I guess not customization, but the old style Lego pieces that you have here with the gray and the blue. I mean, this looks like it's going to be a very fun build. But enough blabbing about this. I should get building because I have a co-host to find. This box has tabs. I hate tabs almost as much as I hate stickers, but the instructions should be good, and the stickers I'm assuming come with this set should also be fine. 9 poly bags plus a plate stand and the instruction booklet. So we're looking at 10 total different pieces if you're trying to get this set complete somewhere.
Where's the stickers?
There are no stickers. So I'm pretty sure they're all going to be painted pieces. So with a build time of a little under 2 hours, I find this set in particular moderate. It was pretty straightforward. I did like all the painted pieces that were found throughout the set. Those were really fun to put those into their different spots. The computers, the front decals, the side decals, but all printed pieces. There was a little bit of a struggle in the center of the set. There's a lot of gray in that set, and if you're not careful, you can totally just put one piece off and it really messes up the build, but overall, not too bad. And we're almost ready to start the next chapter of our journey. But first, let's talk about the command crew that will be driving this beautiful spacecraft. Up here we have 5 minifigures, 2 red space Lego space minifigures, 2 of the white Lego space minifigures. They have the insignia on front, not much other details than that. They are just the original figures that came out in 1979. The only difference is their helmets have been reinforced, so they will most likely not crack on you. But the one that I wanted to talk about more in depth is so far my favorite character out of this build, the coffee maker robot. At least that's what I'm calling him because that's what it looks like. He's got 2 cups for 2 astronauts at a time, so 2 astronauts get to take a break while the others still have to work. You have the nice little antenna up here, possibly radio controls, possibly remote controls. I don't really know if that's what he does. I love the little eyes. They're not painted pieces. They're just little circles, little gray circles, but you can definitely tell that he's got some goofy mannerisms. Along with that grating piece there, I don't know if it's a mouth or if that's how he pours the coffee or water or whatever he has on him. But overall, I think that this piece is a fantastic piece. It's got that 1970s original blocky attitude about it, something that you had to use imagination to create the different pieces of your world. So that is the 5 minifigures that will be taking over this Galaxy Explorer as it transcends into the universe. We've met the command crew. Time to go over the ship. Starting over at the front here, we've got 2, what I believe, blasters that'll shoot stuff in space that gets in their way. I love this triangular pattern that follows the ship all the way through. This is very, very flat, and it looks very simple. But the pieces that it took, all the little Technic pieces, the extra little swivel pieces that it took to get this simplistic design is very complicated underneath there. But I do love the after effect that it created. You have your first printed piece here, which is the Lego Spaceman insignia, the Space Explorer insignia, which I love that there are no stickers on this set at all. Absolutely beautiful. You have several markers along the wings, which are your hazard type markers or possibly landing pads. It did say there was several landing pads. These might be the landing pads that it was talking about. You have 2 side thrusters and then 2 little thrusters in the back, kind of like support thrusters. There's storage on either side that you can reach on the exterior. Over here is some kind of little red and green cannons. I don't know if they're guns, I don't know if they're radar, but a very nice little touch over here. And this wing piece to keep the stabilization in space, because you know, wind in space gets very turbulent. But it's not just the top that you need to worry about when traveling through space. It's also the bottom of your ship. And they did an excellent job of keeping this airtight and secure throughout the entire ship. The landing gear, a very nice touch. It's got these large flat pieces which keeps it stable when they're out. And then when they move up, they're actually really well hidden. You can't tell that the landing gear is there unless you were actually looking for it. There is also 2 little satellite dishes, which might be radar or something along the lines of that, just to help you as you're floating through space. But I think that this is an excellent, solid piece throughout. We've talked about the exterior. Now we need to find out about the inner workings and how these guys will travel through space. Starting up here at the cockpit, you have not one steering wheel, just like in the original 1979 set. They actually gave your co-pilot the ability to steer the ship. So that way you can take an extra nap, which I think is a nice touch. There's also a beautiful console up here, which shows different parts of the ship, the engines, the side engines, the cargo compartments. There's a bunch of little health computers here. I don't know exactly what they're for. There's a nice little center screen. And then there's this little ship moving through a bunch of asteroids with a score marker there. So I think that, I love that. That's really funny. And it works well with the blasters up front. So nice touches there. So once you're done sitting up here with your 4 astronauts that all can actually sit in there with their air tanks, you move along what looks like little air vent grating through the backside of the ship. You do have to duck kind of, but you can actually move the figures through that side without having to take off the roof, which is a nice touch. And here you reveal 2 beds, so 2 astronauts can sleep while 2 astronauts continue driving. There's more computers back here. There's like a recording with a camera outside to show the astronauts that are out there. And then there's a couple more computers. There's actually a lot of computers here, and 2 levers, which I believe these levers help operate the door, which is very cool. After working in your cargo area slash place where you take naps, you would move out to the exterior of the ship. But they have this internal dock that you can actually load up on supplies before exiting the ship, the little airlock type area. And it has a door, a very well heavily fortified door, which I love all the different pieces of it. It feels very futuristic and like a space door. Really nice touch. And there's also a window, so that way you can see outside of the door. There's a nice little ATV here with a little landing pad for him, for the ATV to rest on. And there's also this nice little feature. I don't know if this ramp is supposed to go down and extend. I don't know if I built that wrong, but the ramp does go down, allowing the ATV to go out and explore. But that's not all. This set is filled with callbacks to the original, as it should be, like the marker lights on the red and green marker lights on the front and the back of the ship. They're actually supposed to be green on one side, red on the other, but they kept that original design that they had when this set was released. Also with this LL928, that is also a callback to the original set. And the ATV is not the only way that you can traverse this planet or wherever you're landing on. You don't feel like the ATV is moving fast enough? These engines actually detach and become liability devices to move around the planet or wherever you are at breakneck speeds, thus the robot backup. So how does this ship stack up along other ships at a similar price point? For $100 US, this ship blows away the competition with all the extra features and details, and not just with the set itself. All the extra pieces that you can do to build things on your own and use your imagination to really utilize the 90 years of play that this set was released for. Not just one, not just two, buy 10 of these. I dare you. But enough with my rambling. What did you guys think? Is it perfect the way it is? Or could they have made it smaller to add even more features and playability to it? Let us know in the comments below. I have a co-host to go save from the 5th dimension, so until next time, we'll see ya.